All right, everyone, let's look at the left-hand side of our notes. This is section 4.2. We're starting to talk about trig functions. It's a big part of what we're going to do here. Let's see, let's go to number 5. They give us a picture. Let's see, 11 and 7 and theta. So there's theta, 7 and 11. Okay, now they want us to say all of the trig functions. So it's sine, cosine, tangent, and then cosecant, secant, and cotangent. And I do it in that order. I do the 3 main functions and then the other ones in the order that they're reciprocals. So cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, cosine is the reciprocal of secant, and tangent is the reciprocal of cotangent. And so, but the first thing I have to do, I don't have all 3 sides there, right? So I need to use the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle up here to tell me that third side, and then I can answer it. Go ahead and pause and try it out. Okay, the first thing we need to do, let's see, 7 squared plus 11 squared equals c squared. 49 plus, let me see, that's going to be 121 equals c squared. That'll be 170. So c will be the square root of 170. Okay, so sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. And then the next 3 will just be reciprocals of those. Okay, so flip that one over. Flip this one over. And flip that one over. And those are the 6 trig functions. And those definitions, those opposites and adjacents and hypotenuses, you will just need to know that. It's just something you will have to have memorized, and I will make you memorize it, and then you will be happy. Let's look at number 17. Number 17 says, evaluate the remaining trig functions. So 17 says cosecant of theta. Cosecant of theta equals 23 over 9. Okay, well, what is cosecant? Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Okay, it's going to kind of look like, well, let me go ahead and try to get you started here. Let's draw another right triangle. There's your angle theta. Try to put that 23 and that 9 on the triangle. And find the other side and work from there. And then we'll get the 6 trig functions. So sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Okay, and we will try to work and see if we can fill that out. Go ahead and try to fill that out. Basically just like the last one. You're going to have the 2 numbers, then use the Pythagorean theorem, find the other side, and then list out your answers. And in fact, we already know this one, right? This is 23 over 9. Go ahead, pause this and try it out. All right, the first thing I can do is just label sine as well, 9 over 23, right? Okay, because those are reciprocals from each other. So 23 over 9, cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. So the hypotenuse is 23, opposite my angle theta is 9, and let's use the Pythagorean theorem to find that last side. Okay, let's see, 9 squared plus b squared equals 23 squared, and I'm frantically looking for my calculator. I need to crunch a couple of numbers here. Let's see, 23 squared minus 81. 23 squared, oh my goodness, minus 81, so the square root of 448. I wonder if that goes evenly. No, it doesn't. But probably 4 goes into it, right? 448 divided by 4. 112 divided by 4. Divided by 4. So it's going to be 8 times the square root of 7. Okay, divided by 4 3 times. So each time I divide it by 4, the square root of 4 is 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 square root of 7. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the remaining angles. Let's see, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, 8 square root of 7 over 23. Tangent, 9 over 8 square root of 7, opposite over adjacent. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine, so it'll be 23 over 8 square root of 7. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, 8 square root of 7 over 9. So those are your 6 trig functions here. The answers in the back of the book will probably rationalize these denominators. Probably rationalize those denominators. So if they look a little bit different and it looks like for example here, this one, if I rationalized this one, let me go ahead and do one just for the sake of it. Okay, so multiply by square root 7, square root 7. So this will be 9 square root 7 over 56. Okay, because square root 7 times square root 7 is 7, and then times 8 gives you 56. So this is probably the answer they have in the back of the book. We're not worrying about that as much. Right now, I want to just get these definitions down. Let's look at one more. I want to look at number 41. Sine theta equals 1/2. And they want to find some angle theta that will work here. Go ahead and try to use your special triangles to make this one work. Which angle will give you 1/2 for sine? Go ahead and pause, sorry. Yep. Okay, looking at this, I'm going to look for the special triangle with a 1 and a 2 in it, and that is the second one, the 30, 60, 90 right triangle. So let me go ahead and draw out what we had in our notes there. Again, I'm going to draw it again, just to draw it again. Okay, so this is 1, 2, square root 3. So I need the angle. Okay, well sine is what? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So I need 1 to be the opposite and 2 to be the hypotenuse. 1 to be the opposite and 2 to be the hypotenuse. Well, that's going to be pi over 6, right? If you look at pi over 6, the opposite is 1 and the hypotenuse is 2. 1, 2. So the angle has to be pi over 6. Okay, and that's what we'll do in general. You see the trig function equals something, you will have to find one of your right triangles where you see this. You see a 1 and a 2 somewhere, and if you see that 1 and that 2, oh, okay, so that's going to be pi over 6. This angle right here has an opposite of 1 and a hypotenuse of 2. Go ahead and do your 3 questions. And your assignment is going to be 3 through 48, 3n.